you like me to step out of the way?
No.
Okay, grand. So I was wondering what kind of wood this is. Be back in 5 minutes.
Well, some people call it reed and cane, but most people know it by rattan. You know, they make rattan furniture.
That is.
And I like it because if you put many into it, it becomes very, very strong, and it's more flexible. Even when it dries out, for some reason it's more flexible than other things that are used.
This work, I saw a photograph in a store. Perhaps it was an antique store, not this one, and it looked like a Balinese man was creating something similar. So I was wondering how old this art is, and if it is indigenous to the island and the area.
No. Well, I have an idea how it might have come about, but no one would seem my idea was right. Because,
I'm all eyes.
okay, the whalers visited many islands.
Yes.
And in the visit of the island, they saw someone doing this kind of work over something. And what I believe they saw was they were weaving over clay pots, because without this wood and just this material all the way over clay, you can put this in water all day long. The clay keeps water cool. This would be an insulator. And you leave your bucket or whatever you want to call it in the brook all day long, and then you're ready for bed. You want cold water? You take it with you. You take your jug with you for cold water. And I believe that's what they saw. And that's how it came about. And when they got back to the ship, he wanted to devise making a basket of some kind, which they would make baskets more like these baskets that are in the window, because some of those molds are over 100 years old.
How many molds do you use?
Oh, I sold a whole bunch of them. I collect some more modern. I had so many that I wasn't using them. I figured, what good are they? I love my old molds because of that depth.
These are the old, yes.
These are some of the old ones. This is like about 30 years old.
Right.
But those are over 100 years old, and I have maybe 10 or 15 different ones that are that old, small, large, all sizes. And I like working. Of course, they didn't do it in the manner that I'm doing it. Their staves, these are staves, would be this thick or thicker, right? And the material would be twice as wide or wider, and they could whip around in no time, but they didn't have any competition. Today, every store you look in, I don't know if you want to call it competition or not, because some of it's not too good. You don't have to worry about it. Some of it makes you look better. But it is here. And you've got to make a decent basket in order to sell it, or else you're not going to sell it.
So your idea of a decent basket is to do it really tightly.
Well, the tighter, the more you put in it, the stronger it becomes.
All right.
The more you put. I believe there's 130 some staves in this basket.
What does a basket like that sell for?
Well, I sell it what I think is a reasonable price. I ask $1,000 when I sell this basket. If it was somewhere else, they would ask double. But I'm doing this to supplement my Social Security. I do not make a lot of money because I sell them. Between that, you buy the material. I have to share with the storekeeper, and then there's Uncle Sam has to get a little bit. So by the time I get my money, I don't get very much. But I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it. What more could you have than a day like this? Being out here in this beautiful sun. Some people pay to come here. I'm already here.
Yes, you're already here.
I'm already here.
I have a couple of questions for you, and this is your name.
Charles Rogers.
Yes, sir. It's a privilege. My name is Marjorie Mitchell.
Marjorie.
I'm from Pennsylvania.
Good to meet you.
I wanted to ask you, since you and I initiated the conversation of like rings in the tree, the age of the pearl.
Right.
I was wondering if 2 rows is how many man-hours?
I think it would take probably, I'm going to say 10 days from beginning to end.
And
That's a good 10 days. I mean,
so if you had 10 sunny days, you would be here.
I would not only be, some of this stuff I had to do at home.
Yes.
I can't put a saw on the sidewalk and saw up my wood, and I can't sand these out here. I have to do all that. So on bad days, I prepare baskets to come here. I have some ready. This is the last thing I have ready, matter of fact.
Yes.
And this is going to be a gift towards AIDS.
This one?
Someone has asked me to make a, I did it for breast cancer. My wife was going to have a walk in New York, and they raised quite a bit of money. And this helped them to raise some of the money, like $25 a chance. You would take a chance on the basket, right? If you thought so, you might take $200. So that they earned some money doing that with the basket. So this person asked if I would make one for him, and told me, he didn't ask me, asked my wife. And I said
great.
I would,
That's precious.
because I didn't make a lot of money, but it helped me in my living. So I think I ought to do something good too.
Are you from the island, Roger?
No, I've been here about 37 years.
And what did you do?
I painted houses.
Hey.
The bigger the house, the better I like, all by myself.
Hey,
All by myself.
why'd you give that up?
Well, I acquired a bad knee through a fall. A ladder let go, and I broke the rung on a ladder, a brand new wooden ladder. And then later on, I picked pieces out of my knee.
Oh, God.
And then it got so I couldn't walk. So then I had to go have a cap put on my knee,
Yeah.
so that I could walk. And that was about 8 or 10 years ago. Sometimes I do a good job. It all depends on how much in a hurry you are. It's no good to be in a hurry, because when you're in a hurry, you do not do a good job, because you can do better if you take your time. And that's why my baskets, there are better basket makers than I, believe me. But I'm sure some are wondering what I'm doing. And I do the best I can. And that's all anyone can do, is the best they can. And when I sell a basket to a person, and they come by 2 years later and maybe kiss my cheek or pat my shoulder, and I don't have to run in the store because I sold something that wasn't good. I sold something that was good.